It's one of the oldest forces known to humanity, a symbol of warmth, power, and destruction all at once. For thousands of years, we've relied on it and feared it. But here's the thing, no matter how advanced our world gets, one truth remains that nobody can deny. Firefighting is still one of the most dangerous jobs on Earth. Every time a firefighter steps into a burning building, they're walking into a war zone of collapsing walls, toxic smoke, and heat that can melt steel. So what if we didn't have to send humans into that chaos anymore? What if a machine, a mechanical firefighter, could walk straight into the flames for us? You'd probably say, why not if it's possible? Well, what if I told you it's already happening? Introducing B2, a $150,000 robotic dog, built not to entertain, but to save lives. This machine isn't cute. It's not for TikTok dances or delivery runs. It's built for the fire. And honestly, I love that idea. The creation of Firefighter machine. The story of B2 begins on Long Island, New York, a place better known for beaches and suburbs than robot dogs that fight fire. But there, in a small lab run by Teddy Haggerty, something incredible is being built. Haggerty isn't a typical tech CEO. Better to say he's a hardware guy, someone who builds things that move, lift, and survive. And his latest creation is a metallic beast that can walk into burning buildings and blast flames with a cannon mounted on its back. For me, it is stunning. Standing about 3 feet tall and weighing roughly 150 pounds, B2 looks like a cross between Boston Dynamics Spot and an extraordinary war machine. It can trot at 12 miles per hour, cross rocky terrain, climb stairs, and handle environments so dangerous they'd kill a human in seconds. And the price is around $150,000. I know it's not cheap, but when you realize what it can do, it suddenly feels worth it. The fireproof beast. Let's start with the basics. B2 can withstand temperatures of up to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt aluminum, and yet this robot just keeps walking. On top of its body sits a pressurized water cannon.
Longing for a late-night conversation? Remember the thrill of talking for hours? The feeling of someone wanting to know all about you? You deserve more than quiet evenings. You deserve passion, intrigue, and a non-judgmental ear. Nomi is the most emotionally intelligent AI, ready to explore whatever's on your mind and build a unique, intimate bond just between you two. Find the link in our comment section and let a new kind of conversation begin.
Capable of blasting flames from 100 feet away. Powerful enough to knock down a burning door or suppress a fire before firefighters even enter. During one demo, Haggerty connected the cannon directly to a fire truck hose, and B2 marched forward like a mechanical soldier hosing down a target. But halfway through, something unexpected happened. The robot slipped. The floor was wet, the footing was uneven, and for a moment, B2 fell. Now, most machines would fail right there, but this one, it learned. As Haggerty explained later, the second time, it actually righted itself. It sat there and squatted like a real dog, like it figured it out. That moment, simple, almost comical, showed what makes B2 special. Machine learning meets survival instinct. Every stumble, every mission, every error teaches it how to adapt. That's what separates a gadget from a partner, the mind behind the metal. Teddy Haggerty's motivation wasn't money. It was family. He grew up surrounded by firefighters. Some of his cousins are still on active duty, and he's seen the danger up close. Going into a burning building is cake for this, he said with a grin during an interview. And he meant it. He didn't want a robot that just looked cool in a lab. He wanted one that could actually save lives. To make that happen, he teamed up with Unitree Robotics, a company known for building high-performance quadrupeds. They provided the core design, the legs, the movement, the durability, while Haggerty's team customized it from top to bottom for firefighting. That meant adding thermal imaging sensors, acoustic sensors for gas leaks, and AI-powered mapping systems that detect where people might be trapped inside a smoke-filled building. When the human eye can't see, B2 can still spot heat signatures, showing rescuers exactly where to go. I mean, just imagine a pitch-black room filled with smoke. You can't see your hand in front of your face, but B2's sensors create a glowing, living heat map of the scene, showing walls, doorways, and even people hidden under debris. That's not just technology, that's hope. And I believe it's going to be one of the most life-saving robots in the world. How it actually works. At the heart of B2's system is a machine learning algorithm that processes data from its sensors in real time. It can recognize when the terrain shifts, when an obstacle appears, or when it's too hot to continue. It constantly corrects itself, stabilizing its legs and balancing its frame, just like an animal would. All this is powered by a suite of onboard processors and a robust AI stack that allows it to navigate complex spaces autonomously or be remotely controlled by firefighters. And when it connects to a fire truck's hose line, it becomes something even more powerful. A mobile cannon that can move into danger zones without risking a single life. As Haggerty put it, the whole point is to put it somewhere you don't want a body to be. And now you have a cannon on the go. Why fire departments want it? You might be wondering, will robots like B2 replace firefighters? The answer is a hard no. As Haggerty himself says, it's not here to take anyone's job. It's here to supercharge them. Think of it this way. Instead of sending a firefighter into a collapsing warehouse or a burning house filled with toxic smoke,
What if your water bottle glowed to help you reach your hydration goals? The Lark bottle does. Its smart sensor tracks your intake and glows to remind you when it's time to drink. Plus, it purifies your water on the go. Prioritize your health with the perfect gift for you and your loved ones. Click the link in the comment section to never forget to hydrate again.
you send B2 first. It scans the scene, clears a path, maybe even knocks down the flames a bit. Then humans come in, smarter, faster, and safer. Fire chiefs across Long Island are already calling it a game changer. Chief Steele, one of the early testers, said, "These days, house fires are hotter and faster, especially with lithium-ion batteries charging everywhere. So having something like this, where I don't have to send somebody in to look for somebody, that would be awesome." He believes the B2 could literally pay for itself, not just in efficiency, but in lives saved and property damage prevented. And he's not alone. Councilman Ken Rothwell, a firefighter for over 2 decades, watched the B2 in action and was blown away. "This device has the ability to protect all of our firefighters on the front line," he said. Rothwell and others even hope to have it manufactured locally in Calverton, which could boost jobs and the local economy. When was the last time a firefighting robot created jobs and saved lives? More than a robot. But beyond the tech specs, B2 represents something deeper. A shift in what robotics means. For years, robots have been built to entertain, deliver, or assist with convenience tasks. Spot the dancing dog. The B2 is built for the moments when humans shouldn't be there. It's designed for courage. There's something hauntingly beautiful about that. A machine walking into a fire, not for destruction, but for protection. It's the kind of purpose-driven robotics we've been waiting for. Not to replace us, but to protect us. The robot isn't fighting for fame, it's fighting for time. Time for rescuers to plan. Time for victims to survive. Time for human heroes to stay alive. Future expectations. Thermite Robotics plans to officially launch B2 for the US market by April 2026. The first batch will go to select fire departments that have already shown interest. And once they're out there, the possibilities open wide. Forest fire zones where helicopters can't fly. Chemical plants where toxic gas leaks make human entry impossible. Collapsed tunnels where every minute counts. Each mission B2 takes on adds to its learning data, refining its movements, improving its aim, and enhancing its decision-making. In other words, it gets smarter with every fire it fights. Public reaction. Online reactions to B2 have been electric. Some people are in awe. Others are skeptical. And a few are just amazed that a metal dog might be saving lives soon. One firefighter from Suffolk County said, "If this thing can do half of what they claim, I want 2." Another user commented online, "This looks like a scene from a sci-fi movie, except it's real." Technology finally doing something truly useful. And yes, there are concerns too. People asking, what happens if it malfunctions inside a fire? Or, can AI really handle real-world chaos? Those are fair questions, and Haggerty's team is addressing them with ongoing testing, remote override systems, and constant AI calibration. But overall, the sentiment is clear. People want this to work, because if it does, it could mark the start of a new chapter, when machines stop competing with humans and start protecting them instead. The brave new partner. As B2 prepares to roll out officially, one thing is certain. The age of robotics isn't just about automation anymore. It's about augmentation, extending human capability where our limits end. A firefighter once said, "We run toward what everyone else runs from." Now, with B2 by their side, they don't have to run alone. Imagine a future where every fire truck has a robotic partner ready to go in first, scanning, mapping, extinguishing, where no firefighter has to risk their life just to see what's inside. Where technology and bravery work hand in hand. That's what B2 stands for. A machine made of steel and code, carrying the spirit of human courage. And maybe that's what the future of firefighting looks like. Not man versus machine, but man and machine fighting the flames together. So, what do you think? Is this the beginning of robot firefighters across every city? Or just another expensive prototype? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd walk into a burning building with B2 by your side.